Happy Saturday. I hope you've had a beautiful week filled with luck in Jupiter Casimi, filled with the full moon in Aquarius. I hope you found your freedom. I hope you found your lion-heartedness. I'm feeling a bit lionessy here going on. Feeling lion-heartedness. I hope you took me up on my wee dare and that you challenged yourself to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, to do one little task that maybe your old previous self would have held back from fear of rejection. Were you brave enough to speak your truth? Were you brave enough to speak from your heart? Were you brave enough to follow that heart in the path that is saying, just follow me, I've got trust in me, I know the way, and can you follow that way? Can you be brave enough to listen? First of all, to make the space to listen to your beautiful heart, and then take one tiny action on it. So over the week, filled with this, connecting with Goddess Gaia, I hope you had your feet on the grass. I hope you stood at the sea, SEA, to truly see, SEE. I hope you had your hands on a tree. I hope you saw the beautiful flower and remembered that same beauty within yourself, that's mirroring back to you. Just as the full moon is mirroring back our courage, our strength, our power, our light. See that reflected back within yourself, your courage, your power, your light and your divineness. So let's do a little reading to breathe in everything we've did this week. If you didn't do my meditation, go on to my YouTube at Miss Meditate, and the weekly meditation was there. And breathe in all of that uniqueness, power and energy and light that the full moon gave us this week too. So what do we need to know right here, right now, in conjunction with everything that we've been doing this week? Oh, two. Queen of Hearts, there she is, it's Mary Magdalene, Queen of Hearts. She already came out this week. You are the Queen of Hearts. Did you connect with that heart? Did you connect with this card? First and foremost, what did it invoke in you, this card, when you saw it maybe the first time, or maybe this is the first time you're seeing it now? What does the Queen of Hearts look like and feel like to you? And how can you connect with your heart? Because you're the queen of your heart. You are the one who is creating this world from your beautiful heart. You are in control of this heart. You are the queen of it. So what does the Queen of Hearts look like to you? If you were truly following your heart, if you knew that, deeply knew, properly knew that your heart told the truth, was telling you the truth, and you stepped out of this busy mind and you came back home. And if you look at Mary Magdalene as the archetype and she's got the veil, I feel that's a visual representation of lifting that veil of illusion, to truly see what's in our heart, to not see with these eyes, to see with this heart wisdom that's within. So can you lift the veil to your heart, to all the blocks that we've put in place through armour, through protection from rejection, all the things we spoke about this week, all the wounds that we have, and the armour that we've placed in that actually ends up caging us like a lion should not be caged. A lion, we uncage that beautiful heart by lifting the veil of illusions that we've put on, by lifting all the armours that we've put on, to truly listen to our beautiful heart's wisdom that knows the truth. And when we follow that, when we're brave enough to take action on that, when we're brave enough to listen to that, and then we're brave enough to trust in that, that's us being the Queen of Hearts. And then Creatrix, another card that's come out this week. You are the creator of the world, your world. You are the goddess Gaia, who is the birther and creates her own world. You too are creating this own world. You too are creating a new earth by you creating a new earth, by all the wisdom that we've learned from the past, to then turn all the wounds into wisdom. So everything that we've learned the hard way, and we've all done it, but we've learned the hard way, we've learned the lesson, and now we can see it with new eyes. Now we've lifted the veil, now we can see it with wisdom. So how do we create from that? How do we create from the grounding into the newness, the grounding into following our heart, the grounding from our heart, bringing it into the earth, grounding it into the earth? And there's Goddess Gaia right here, right now, connecting with that beautiful energy of your heart's wisdom and then grounding it into reality. And that's what we'll be working on this week. So truly grounding into everything that you've learned, that everything you've been brave enough to listen to that heart wisdom, and it's time now to ground that into reality. From everything we've been doing this week, ground it into your world so that your world is a reflection of all of that, that your world is a reflection of what your heart tells you, of what your heart knows the truth. So when we step out of this mind, this ego that thinks it knows the way, and come back into our listening, into our core, into our truth, and then we take action on that, that's the true truth. That's the true path, and that's the true way, and that's the true light. So let's have a wee planets and astrology cards to see what's come up to help us with this. The Emperor. Aries, action. We've had this card, it's come out quite a lot too. Aries is the I am, it's the child of the zodiac. So maybe from everything we've learned, now we're seeing it with new eyes, we've lifted the veil, we're being like the child again. We're seeing the world through the child's eyes, who doesn't see it with hundreds of past linked onto it, because they don't have the hundreds of past that they've attached onto it. So they see it with open-heartedness, they see it with curiosity. So there's a word for tonight, curiosity. So how can you be curious about what your heart's telling you? How can you be curious about how you can create new in your world from what your heart wisdom is telling you? How can you see things with new eyes, lifted a veil and curiosity? So we're not projecting onto things and saying, oh, well, the last time, 2 weeks ago on Friday, 5 years ago on Friday, 2 decades ago, this happened. No child is saying that. They're seeing it within the present moment. So can we now be like the Aries I am and see things in the present moment? That we're not projecting onto it, that we're not putting our own past wounds onto it. We're seeing things with a new light. We're trusting in our heart that will guide us in the right way, in the right path. And we know the truth of who we are, and that's Aries energy, I am. Because you know that when you stand in your power, when you stand in your heart, when you stand in your wisdom, when you stand in your truth, it can only lead you on the right path. So Aries energy, I am. And if you place your hands on your heart and step out of your busy mind, come back into your breath. Where do you feel your breath? Do you feel your breath rise in your stomach, or in your heart, or in your chest, or in your lungs? Connecting with that breath, stepping out the busy mind and coming back home to our true home, our body within, and feeling your heartbeat without you having to control it, and feeling your lungs breathe without you having to control it, and connecting with your heart's wisdom. And you finish this sentence, I am. And what is your heart telling you? And you say it out loud, I am. I am. Time to see the world with new eyes, with curiosity, with truth from your heart, and let your heart lead the way, because the heart always knows and love always wins. Love, love, love.